Hello everyone. In continuation with the inverse Laplace transform, we'll be dealing here with the division by S. So, by the end of the session, you'll be able to state the division by S, a statement of that, and evaluate the inverse Laplace transform using the division by S. What exactly the division by S is? So, Laplace, if the Laplace inverse of f of s is f of t, then Laplace inverse of f of s upon s is equals to integration 0 to t f of t dt, which is same as 0 to t Laplace inverse of f of s dA, f of s dt. Okay, now this is known as division by s. So now if you'll observe this one particular step here. So this is what is the statement of this property says, right? Now if I wanted to take this L inverse to the other side, what will happen here? So from here, if I'm taking this L inverse to the other side, what the formula I'm going to get? I'm going to get it as Laplace inverse of 0 to t f of t dt is equals to 1 by s into f of s. So if you'll remember, this property is nothing but the Laplace transform of an integral. Laplace transform of an integral, which is the already I have taken the session in the playlist of Laplace transform. So here we have discussed this type of example. So that is what I'm saying. Laplace and Laplace inverse, they are completely connected to each other. If you understand the property, this Laplace transform of 0 to t f of t dt properly, then only it will be easy for you to go ahead and get back this Laplace inverse of this. So the playlist, the link for this particular playlist has been given in the description section. So prerequisite for this particular session is the entire Laplace transform, especially this the session on Laplace transform of an integral. And if it is divided by s square, that means obviously I have to take this integration 0 to t 2 times of this f of t, right? And this 2 times differentiation integration dt. So therefore if I have got 3 s cube, then it is 0 to t 0 to t 0 to t and so on, right? Okay, then it's like this. Now 1 upon s into 1 upon s square plus 2s plus 2. Therefore f of s is 1 upon s square plus 2s plus 2. Therefore Laplace inverse, as I have not got this as a perfect square, I need to make it perfect square according to the previous session what I have told you, that to find out the third term, s square plus 2s plus 4 plus 1 would be my first term, because it's 1 by 2 b by a the whole square. I have discussed about this. So it is 1 by 2, b is 2, a is 1, so square would give me, it is 1 square, that is equals to 1, and therefore my third term is plus 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1 will give me 1, and this will give me s plus 1 the square. Similarly, this is now s plus 1 is there, and therefore because of this, the first shifting theorem for the ILT will come into the existence, and it is e to the power minus t would come out, Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus 1, and which is equals to e to the power minus t sine of t, because Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus 1 is sine of t. And now this is what is the function f of t as. And therefore, according to this formula, Laplace inverse of f of s upon s is equals to 0 to t Laplace inverse of f of s ds is equals to this. Now 0 to t e to the power minus t sine t dt. Now few books are saying that this is also can be written as a final answer, but no, I'll be giving you the way how to reach answer for this, or you can say the answer for this particular inverse Laplace transform up to f of t. That means it should be the function of f of t, not an integral of f of t, right? So let us go ahead. Now it's e to the power minus t sine t, which is this e to the power at sine bt dx. This integration would give me e to the power ax upon a square plus b square and so on. Now here in this case, if we compare the LHS of both the equations here, small a is minus 1, and small b is equals to 1, and accordingly just you put the value of a and b, write down the step, you will get the step in this way: e to the power minus t by 2 in the bracket minus sine t minus cos t 0 to t, and therefore putting the integrate, after integrating, putting the upper limit and lower limit, it would give me minus 1 by 2 e to the power minus t sine t plus cos t minus Sine 0 would be 0 and cos 0 would be equals to 1. And therefore, I have got my final answer as 1 by 2 times 1 minus e to the power minus t sine t plus cos of t. Now, to get the expertise on the integration part, you have to stop the video or pause the video here and try to get the answer according to this formula on your own, so that you will get this particular formula very well in your mind. Okay, now 1 upon s square minus 3s plus 3, so it is f of s as this, and therefore we are going ahead with this Laplace inverse of this third term. Again, the third term is 1 by 2 into 3 by 2, because it's it's a minus 3 by 1 over here, because it's the first term is 1 here. A is the small value of small a is equals to 1 here, and therefore the square would give me 9 by 4 as the third term. So 9 by 4 plus minus 9 by 4 would give me this, which is equals to 1 upon s minus 3 by 2 the square plus 3 by 4, and therefore it is 1 upon s minus 3 by 2 the square plus this 3 by 4 we can write down as root 3 by 2 the square, which is nothing but, now you know the Laplace transform. So Laplace inverse of 1 upon s square plus a square would be equals to 1 by a times sine at, right? And a in the present case here, a is equals to square root of 3 by 2, and therefore it is square root of 3 by 2 would come as 2 upon square root of 3 e to the power 3t by 2, because it's a first shifting theorem, inverse Laplace of first shifting. So e to the power 3t by 2, because it's a minus, it's a plus over here, sine square root of 3t by 2, and therefore this is what is the function here. Oh, I'm sorry, I think I have got it. No problem. So it's a Laplace inverse of 1 upon s into s square minus 3s plus 3, which is equals to 0 to t 2 upon. So whatever we have got it. So this is what is the according to the formula of division by s, and therefore it is nothing but the same formula will be applicable. Now here in this case, a is equals to, what is a is equals to? It's 3 by 2, and b is equals to square root of 3 by 2, and according to that this formula will work. So same formula, e to the power ax sine of bx dx, just you go through this, which is 2 upon square root of 3 is a constant with this respect to this. So e to the power ax upon a square plus b square, so 9 by 4 plus 3 by 4, and this is a times, that is a is 3 by 2 sine of square root of 3t by 2 minus b square root of 3 by 2 cos of square root of 3t by 2. 0 to t is the upper limit minus the lower limit. Upper limit would give me the same answer, but before that we have done some adjustment, because 9 by 4 plus 3 by 4, that would give me this 3 out. So it's 1 by 3 here. So it's 2 upon 3 square root of 3 e to the power. So now we are putting it upper limit. Upper limit would give me the same function as it is, right? Upper limit would give me the same function as it is, minus the lower limit. Lower limit would take this sine of square root of 3t by 2 as 0, and this function cos 0 would give me 1, and therefore it is square root of 3 by 2. So this is square root of 3 by 2. This 2 upon 3 square root of 3 is taken into the inside the bracket, and we have got this as. So this is multiplication, I have done it here. So it's 2 upon 3 square root of 3 into 3 by 2 is 1 upon square root of 3, and 2 upon 3 square root of 3 into square root of 3 by 2, this 2 and this square root of 3 will go off, and I'll remain here with 1 by 3. So just an adjustment, because every time I'm trying to do in a little different way, so that you should not get confused, and I'm here to explain you. Don't worry about that. Therefore, this is what is the final answer for this particular question. So e to the power 3t by 2, just an adjustment, and the constant has been considered here because it's a square root of 3. 2 will go off, and I'll remain here with just 1 by 3, keeping this e to the power 3t by 2 outside this first bracket. I think yes, this has to be like this, because it's e to the power 3t by 2 is not there in the second one. So here it is like this, right? Because this 1 by 3 is a constant. So please consider this as not a bracket, because this e to the power 3t by 2 is just with the first square bracket. Second thing, this is nothing. 1 by 3 is just a 1 by 3. It's not, there is no e to the power 3t by 2 into the multiplication. Please make the change over here. Okay, so this is what is the cases here. plus 3, 1 by 3 is there. Okay, one more thing, but here I have taken s square, so I have to take the integration 2 times. Let us go quickly here, because the function I have taken it very simple, say 1 upon 1 plus s square, which is a sine t. Therefore it is 2 times, because of s square we have to integrate 2 times 0 to t, 0 to t. Therefore 0 to t sine t, the integration of sine t is minus cos t, 0 to t. So 0 to t would give me minus of cos t, minus of cos 0 would give me plus 1. So minus minus becomes here plus, and therefore it is 0 to t 1 minus cos of t dt. Now again we'll integrate this t, integration of t is equals to, sorry, integration of 1 is t, minus cos of t, integration of cos of t sine of t, 0 to t, and therefore it is upper limit as same function t minus sine t, lower limit as 0 would give me both the terms zeros, and therefore my final answer is t minus sine of t. T minus sine of t is the answer for this transform. So you would have checked the difference between 0 to t Laplace inverse f of s dt and this. Here you will have this 0 to t into the final answer, but we will be always finding out the answer as t minus sine t. That is just a function of t, not an integral of t. Yes, and then this is a self-observation slide. 3 questions along with the answers. Try it out. If you have any query, please write me a comment in the comment box down, so that I will come to know, even the different learner will also come to know what is the question and what is the answer for that particular question. Thank you. Happy learning.